Hey guys, and welcome back to another Halloween video. Today I've got another brand new for 2025 Lemax Spooky Town Michaels exclusive video for y'all, and it's one of the big boys of the Michaels lineup. This is the Jumping Jacks Ferris wheel. So the Jumping Jacks Ferris wheel, this is the big carnival ride of this year's lineup. Yeah, so Lemax typically every year for Spooky Town usually does a new big carnival ride. At least that's how it's been ever since I got back into the hobby, and it's usually one of the highlight buildings each year, especially the last couple years. The rides have been very spectacular showpieces. So on to the actual piece itself. This is the third Spooky Town Ferris wheel that Lemax has done. So before this one, Lemax had the Web of Terror, which came out a few years ago and was recently retired. And before the Web of Terror, there was the Wheel of Horror, which is a long retired piece, and it goes for some serious money on the resale market. Later this video, I'll discuss how this one, the Jumping Jacks Ferris wheel, compares to those two, and well, you know, what kind of carnival it's designed for. So, the new spin this time is that it's pumpkin-themed. And y'all know I love my jack-o'-lanterns and pumpkins, so right away I was intrigued with this. And in person, I think it looks even better. So, let's talk about the different characters on this piece, because this is a more realistic carnival ride with trick-or-treaters and guys in costumes, as opposed to actual monsters. I know sometimes the carnival rides, they tend to vary with the riders. Sometimes they're kids in costumes, sometimes they're actual monsters. And I know there are some people who are, you know, a little particular about that, so if you were wondering what this piece is like, it's kids in costumes. So let's talk about the actual costumes, shall we? So up first here, we have a guy dressed as a werewolf, we have a girl dressed as a witch, there's a guy dressed as a clown, there's a Dracula and a Frankenstein, we have, it looks like, a knight and a queen, and we have an astronaut. Very, very cute. Some of the other details here, I dig the ticket taker and the "you must be this dead to ride" sign, which is pretty funny, and I love the big jack-o'-lantern face that's lit up. And getting to the lighting, you can see this piece has an awesome light show. It's very reminiscent of the Web of Terror with the cascading LEDs, and it looks awesome here. It really does look like, you know, real Ferris wheel lighting, because a lot of times the Ferris wheels do have pretty spectacular light shows, and so it's cool to see this one like that as well. Something else to note, unlike the other two Ferris wheels Lemax has done, the carts are actually forward-facing on this one, and that kind of leads me into the theming of this piece. So, to me, this is more of a kiddie wheel that you would find at a small pop-up carnival, as opposed to one of those massive wheels that you'd find at an amusement park. So, if that's the kind of carnival you want, I think you'd be better off with the Web of Terror or the Wheel of Horror. But for a smaller carnival, especially a pumpkin patch-themed one, this makes for an awesome pumpkin patch attraction, kind of like the pumpkin merry-go-round they did years ago, and the old and rare wild pumpkins, which you may see a review of later this year, as I actually managed to get my hands on one. But anyway, back to the Jumping Jacks Ferris wheel. This is a killer piece, so if you had some of the other pumpkin rides and you wanted to add to it, you should totally get this one, as it would look fantastic with them. Alright guys, that will do it for today's video. As always, thank y'all so much for the support over the years. Again, really happy to be back, and to tease what I'll be talking about next time, as voted by y'all, we're going to go explore a medieval spooky castle. So until then, here's the Jumping Jacks Ferris wheel with the sound and lights.